on a billboard.
Yeah, I had more billboards in Las Vegas than any hotel because I went into Las Vegas.
Because you're in advertising.
Because there you go. I knew how to buy 4 boards and make them give me 6. I said, you got all these boards out on the street that are closed. There's nothing on them. Put me on them and trust me, other people in Las Vegas will follow my run. Guess what? I did a lot of things. I was very creative in Las Vegas. People had one truck, the advertising truck goes up and down Las Vegas. I put 5 up.
With your face on there.
Back to back to back to back to back. And everybody in Las Vegas was going, that's so stupid. Why would he put up 5 trucks back to back to back to back to back to back? And all I would say is, you're talking about it.
Yeah, they'll remember.
You're talking about it. And so what happened when I got to Las Vegas, I bought the show. I owned the show. I never worked for the hotels.
Well, what does that mean? What do you mean you bought the show?
It's called forwarding. I rent a room.
Right.
So at the Flamingos, 800 seats every night. I rent a room, and it was tough. I didn't take any money for the first year. I put my money back out into the streets. I walked every day to every hotel and shook every concierge's hand and let them know you got a new show in town.
Really?
And,
what year was this?
2004 to 2014.
So you're working the streets. You're going up to the guys, the concierges. I'm George Wallace. I got the show. And
yeah, and it's different. Come over and see it. Here's 2 tickets for you. Come over. I didn't give a damn whether they sold the tickets as long as they were happy. That's why I have worked Las Vegas more shows than most people, but definitely more shows than any African American. That includes Red Parks, Sammy Davis Jr., Lena Horne, Diana Ross. I've done more shows in Las Vegas than any other African American entertainer.
So the show was, so it wasn't, the hotel didn't pay for it. You rented the space, but you had to abide by their time, right?
Yeah. I took a 10 o'clock spot because I thought more people like to laugh at 10.
Mm. And that worked.
Because had I gone at 8, I would have to compete against all of the other shows, Cirque du Soleil and all of those bigger shows.
Right.
So then, and also decreased the amount of shows at 10. And people wanted to come out, and people came from everywhere. I also had a backing in radio. So I forgot to tell you that. I was doing radio, nationwide radio with Tom Joyner. So it was in 100 markets across America. So I had that following, too, to bring in my audience and my market, and people will come in and they see my name. So I built that up.
After the first year, it was just a gravy train, huh?
And after the first year, it was pretty hard. It takes that long to catch on. You got to get your niche.
Right. And then, you're doing just straight stand-up?
Just straight stand-up. And then after it started to grow, and I brought in other entertainers with me to have fun with. And I was kind of crazy guy. I brought in, and you're not going to believe this, I had in Jennifer Holliday. I had War. These people were opening for me. I had so many other people. I'm the first guy to bring in Sly and the Family Stone after 25 years of being on stage. It's after that night he did like the Grammys and walked off.
With the weird mohawk, the blonde mohawk?
Yeah, you remember.
Yeah.
I said, I want him because he was my favorite entertainer when I was in college.
How did he do?
Sure enough, I got him to come to Las Vegas. They had odds, 40-1, that the Sky would not show up. 40-1. And he was late, scared the shit out of me. And I was smart enough to know, Mark, I was smart enough to know, like, this guy's working for me, but I'm not going to open. He's not going to open for me.
Right.
That's his show. I open for him. I don't give a shit. I'm the one making the money,
Yeah.
So we did that, and I brought in entertainers. That was a lot of fun.
How did he do? How did Sly do?
Fucked up the place, man. It was people were crying. He hadn't been on stage in 25 years. His kids were going, "See, Daddy." It was so big that it was on the billboards that I sold in New York. Sly and the Family Stone, Las Vegas. It's all documented. You can go online and pick it up right now. You can get George Wallace with Sly and the Family Stone in Las Vegas. He came out on stage and he sang those old songs. Like I said, he was 20 minutes late. Some people walking out. I knew this was bullshit. I knew he was show because he never showed up on time when he was back in the day when we were in college.
Yeah.
But people were walking out. I knew this was bullshit. Get the fuck out of there. They were walking out. But the few people the people that did stay out of the 800, I only sold 500 tickets that night because I knew I had to promote and give other tickets away. But he come out and he started singing and he had to get into it. And he started singing, "If you want me to stay." And then he got into the other song, "Dance and Higher." And all of a sudden, people were crying on top of the tables. It was stupid. He was only out there for 25 minutes.
And they loved it?
And that was fine with me. And I was on stage. That's Sly. And this guy was so good. He went around from the back of the house to the front of the house. And he came down from the front of the house and came back on stage again. and it was amazing. So I love that, and I have all of this stuff documented. Maybe I should put it out. Some of the things I've done in Las Vegas.
Who else?
Jennifer Holliday, like I said, War. I had a young group called Mosaic. We're probably the most, and it's one of those new groups the kids sing without music, but they make their own music and sound like a group. Yeah. And the place became a talent show, and they would come out and they would be my opening act, and we'd have music on stage, and I started giving away shit. I wanted to be the Black Oprah. I thought I was a rich black lady. Yeah. Giving away shit, giving away diamonds. I gave away a car.
So you did this for 10 years?
Yeah. I did it for 10 years until one night a friend of mine came on stage and says, all right, we've been here long enough, and we're going to close down this year. So that was my best friend of 45 years.
Who's that?
So we tend to listen to each other. That's Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah?
That's Seinfeld, yeah. So if you really look into it, like George on Seinfeld, that's actually pretty much me. I'm the one that was his real roommate for 13 years.
Yeah. You lived with him for 13 years?
Oh, yeah. We shared an apartment for 13 years, 129 West 81st Street, right there in New York City.
Why for so long?
Well, hell, we didn't make money that long. What do you mean? Well, why so long?
But you were both, you were traveling around, though, right? You weren't always there.
Yeah, you're traveling around. He wasn't always making money. His ass was broke.
Yeah. So you just split the apartment, and you used it when you were in New York.
Yeah, and then we were there quite a bit, but not a lot. And, I was best man in his wedding. I always like to throw this joke in too, and I'm the father of his kids, so we're pretty close, but I wish everybody had a friend like Jerry. Like I said, today, I'm surprised he hasn't interrupted this call. It's just good to have a friend like that, So that's why I'm so blessed to have my best friend is the number one man making money in the comedy. So I look at it like this, Mark, and I take advantage of it. He got a boat, he got a yacht, I got a yacht. He got a jet, I got a jet. So we're just that close in friendship. So.
Well, I'm glad you guys have the same toys.
We've done some stupid stuff with the toys, and life is good. Comedy is good too. Now, I don't know about you. Are you I can't wait to get back on stage, but I can wait.
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been, I do this. I talk to a lot of people on this show, and I've been doing the break hasn't been terrible. It's been terrifying, but it hasn't been terrible.
Right.
Now, wait, what's this book? You put out a book of your tweets?
I can't believe I'm talking to you. The Twitter world became so big. I'm like 2 or 3 years late. I started like 2011.
Yeah.
And putting out jokes on those tweets, little online ramblings from my head.
Bull-twit and whatnot. Now, why?
Bull-twit. I wanted to say bullshit, but I said, let's change it to bull-twit. And whatnot. Whatnot becomes such an interesting part. Whatnot is the biggest word in the world. That means I can do anything.
Right.
And whatnot.
So it's not just tweets.
They're not tweets at all. I don't know what the fuck they are.
Yeah,
they're just online because they don't make sense to me. Because I got to do this in 140 characters.
Right.
My jokes are not even structured, let alone 140 characters. So it started little things and I waited for a while. Why should I do my jokes and give them away to people? And it hit me that, there's 500 million tweets per day. And some of these people across the world, they're never going to get to see me. Yeah. So why don't I share some of these jokes with some of these people? And it became so successful, and people like it. And it's like online ramblings on my head. And I do like stupid stuff like the top 9 bells. Shout out to the top 5 bells in the world. So just little things like Liberty Bell.
Oh yeah.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Okay.
And I go into how many other bells
and
but little things in the book. And the book is online and people are buying it like crazy. I'm already into my second printing. Bull-twit.
And you self-published it?
Yes, I did. Of course. And the quality of the book is so good. And I'm doing stupid shit, Mark. This book you got your eyes on here is. I hope I put it up right.
For the bathroom, you read it in the bathroom.
No, you don't read this in the bathroom. You can, but it's a great coffee table. People buying the book sells for $19.95. But if you buy 5 books, I will charge you $120 because I do stupid shit like that.
Yeah,
and people are falling for it. I have a hard copy here, which I should have sent you. Did you get a copy of the book from me?
I did not.
Oh my God! And this hardcover, it's $140.
Yeah, what happened, Mr. Promotion? Where's my fucking book?
I guess that's your fuck you, isn't it? You'll get a book coming. I hope you get a chance to read it. I know we're so busy. People send us so much books and shit. We don't get to read everything, you know?
I know.
But,
That's true.
But you should get one because this is a good book. I'm getting ready to go into my second book called More Bull Twit. But what I really wanted to write a book about, Mark, was how Trump fucked up my life. That's the book I wanted to write.
What?
And I wanted to write a book, and I should have done it 6 months ago. How Trump fucked up my life.
You know that guy?
Let's talk about. Oh my! I can't believe we haven't talked about it. Yesterday was like a relief. Like the black people say, I was born again in God. I don't know what happened yesterday. Like the stress off my shoulder was just crazy, man.
For everybody, man.
I felt so good. And I don't know what Biden has done today, but yesterday was so good to get just this. I call him a walking circus peanut, that orange fucker. He messed up my life romantically so, financially so, mentally so, relationship wise, my family. I can't go visit my family. It really screwed up my life. And I've been like confined here in this condo in Atlanta since March.
Did you ever know that guy? Did you ever work at his hotel? Did you ever meet him? I
stayed in his hotel one time. When Jerry got married, everybody stayed at his hotel. I don't like him. I had a chance to meet him one time when some friends of mine were on, what's the name of his show?
Apprentice,
yeah. And I just never liked him. And because I'm from New York, I live in New York, and I know we know bullshitters, and I knew. Yeah,
I didn't want. I did Conan once, and he was on with me, and the segment producer asked me if I wanted to meet him, and I said no.
No. So that's my magician friend's name out in Las Vegas. The two guys.
Penn and Teller.
Penn and Teller. So I went to support them in New York City to be at the finals.
Yeah.
And they say Trump is coming, and you want to meet? I said, fuck no.
Yeah.
I don't even want to shake hands, but to get them. And now Florida is the most fucked up state in America, right?
Yeah.
And now this idiot is down there, even more fucked up.
Yeah. He's the king of Florida.
They don't want him down there, so they got to get rid of him. They got to get rid of this guy.
It's nice to have him off our back. It was good talking to you, George.
Did we do anything? Did I say anything, Mark?
Yeah,
I want to thank you for having me on the show.
I love talking to you. I want you to call Jerry Seinfeld and tell him what a good time we had.
He actually told me to tell you hello.
I know. Tell him hello. I'm serious.
Okay. I'll do that.
Me and Jerry had a nice meeting of the minds. Me and Jerry.
I know every meeting of the minds. I know everything comes down. Trust me. Yeah. So I need to thank you for having me on. I don't know whether I've ever been on with you before, and I heard so much about you, and I know you're so great, and I learned from guys like you. You don't know that, do you? No. I like watching other comedians and learning from younger comedians than myself.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because you guys are. I'm old school, but you guys, I have to go on to show you that I'm still kicking ass. I have to prove myself.
Oh, no, I watch you. You got everything lands, man. You're punching away. You don't fuck around. It's all coming down.
That may be, I'm trying to change because when I go on stage, I do go up there to work. I do go up there to kick ass.
Yeah.
And I talk too fast, and I need to calm down and just do half the material. So what I'm going to do when I do go back, Mark, I got so much new material to talk about.
Slow down?
Yeah, because I'm going to slow down. I'm going to be a new me. I want to talk about some things I didn't get a chance to talk about last year. And
well, I mean, it sounds like you'll be loaded. You'll be ready to go when this shit lifts.
I think so. I keep saying I'm going to have a new show, but I'm going to be ready to go. And what I'm also going to do, Mark, some jokes I did 30 years ago that the young kids, maybe nobody remember, I'm going to bring them in as new jokes. They won't know the difference.
Yeah, why not? It's time to recycle those fuckers.
Recycle, yeah, because I did a joke. I got lots of jokes I could bring back, but I got so much new stuff. I enjoy doing the new jokes.
I think about that, too. Like, there was a lot of jokes that I did before anybody knew who I was that were great jokes, and no one knows them.
All you need to do is be funny. You deliver that joke, and that's what they're going to remember you by.
Like, if they leave going, that guy was hilarious, that's okay. And if they leave going, like, I hope that guy's okay, that's okay.
As long as they don't say, he was pretty funny. I fucking hate that.
Oh, yeah. Or like, I don't remember anything he said.
Yeah. He's pretty funny. You're pretty good.
You're pro.
What does that mean?
You're one of the best, buddy. It's great talking to you. I wish you the best. Stay healthy.
You got to deal. I'm going to stay healthy. I'm going to stay smart. I'm going to stay home. And I'm going to stay black. How about that?
Okay. I believe you. Take it easy, George.
God bless you, man. See you.
There you go. The book. Go look at his Twitter feed. The book is Bull Twit and Whatnot at georgewallace.net. So, all right, take care of yourselves. Seriously.